Alright guys, good afternoon. My name is James Young and I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Cancun, Mexico. Let's get into it. We've been getting this crazy news that some narco-terrorists hung some banners in Cabo San Lucas or something of that sort, and a lot of people are calling me, warning me, because apparently the threats were targeted against U.S. citizens in Mexico, threats of violence. So I asked ChatGPT, what's up with the latest threats in Mexico against Americans? Can you find me a photo of the most recent banners that were hung? Alright, so here's what the reports say. There are claims that the Sinaloa cartel, or more specifically, a faction known as La Chapiza, hung narcomantas, which are banners used by cartels in Los Cabos, Baja California Sur, threatening U.S. citizens living in Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo. The banners allegedly addressed high-level U.S. and Mexican officials, for example, FBI, DEA, Mexican security officials, and said, "We will begin to eliminate every American citizen residing in areas where we have a presence." Okay. However, local authorities, Mayor of Los Cabos, Baja California Sur, Attorney General's office have publicly stated that they could not verify the banners were ever placed. They say there is no credible evidence these narcomantas exist and that the reports are possibly false or unverified rumors. So, I asked for photo evidence. ChatGPT says I cannot verify any credible, clear photos of the banners that are confirmed. The reports that mention images either refer to blurry pictures circulating on social media or posts on Facebook, Instagram with unverified claims. Authorities have stated that they have not recovered any banners and they deny that they were ever hung. Bottom line, there are reports of threatening banners supposedly hung by the Sinaloa cartel against Americans in tourist areas in Baja California Sur, but there is no confirmed photogenic proof of the banners as of now, and local officials are saying the claims are unsubstantial. Now, with that said, I don't feel any threat to my safety or my life here in Cancun. I get along very well. Well, I do speak Spanish, but I don't, I'm clearly an American, and my Spanish is not 100%, so everybody knows that I'm a foreigner. But the Mexicans typically treat me quite well. Now, here's what I would like to say. Where do I get my news? I get my news from, in terms of travel advice, I get my news from travel.state.gov, and they have travel advisories. They even have a little map here. So Mexico is generally under a level 2, exercise increased caution, and it states here, exercise increased caution in Mexico due to terrorism, crime, and kidnapping. Well, these are things that happen in Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, and so many other major cities across the United States. People are dealing with terrorism, with crime, and kidnapping all the time. So I know these things sound horrible, but I would not take it to the extreme in its entirety. So it even provides a advisory summary. Many violent crimes take place in Mexico. They include homicide, kidnapping, carjacking, robbery. There is a risk of terrorist violence, including terrorism attacks and other activity in Mexico. Visit the U.S. Department of State's Country Reports on Terrorism to learn more. The U.S. government has limited ability to help in many parts of Mexico. U.S. government employees. So, anyways, like I said, I don't feel any risk to my personal life or safety. But this website also has a map. And how they classify all of this is level 1, which is the blue. Everything that's in blue is exercise normal precaution. Level 1 with risk, which is the blue with white diagonal stripes through it, exercise normal precaution with higher security risk. Level 2, exercise, which is yellow, all the areas in yellow, exercise increased caution. Level 2 with the white diagonal stripes is exercise increased caution with higher security risk areas. The next one is level 3, which is orange, reconsider travel. Level 3 with white stripes, which is level 3 with risk, which is orange with white stripes. Reconsider travel with higher security risk areas to avoid. And then last is level 4, which is in a dark red color, and that is do not travel there at all. So let's go to the map real quick, and I'll show you. Here on the map, they have all of Russia is dark red. I believe Ukraine, a few countries on the continent of Africa. Venezuela is in dark red. This is a travel advisory for Americans. They're saying Americans should not travel to these red places. Now, more specifically, I want to look into Mexico since I live in Cancun, right? Most of Mexico is yellow, which is level 2, exercise increased caution. There's a few states that are dark red. and I'm not traveling there. I don't plan to travel there. But even Baja California Sur is still yellow. Exercise increased caution, which is just a level 2. It's really not that bad. And the entire state of Quintana Roo, which is the state where Cancun is in yellow, which is level 2, exercise increased caution. The two states that are blue in Mexico, which is the level 1, exercise normal precaution, it's the lowest level of security risk, is the Yucatan Peninsula, the state of Yucatan, and I don't know if that's Chiapas or what, but the state right next to it might be Campeche. So I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you need any more information, feel free to send a message, and I'll be happy to respond.